Good evening, everybody. I have a guest with me, and I'm just going to bring him up. Doesn't need an introduction. He's awesome. Realist. How you doing, mate?
What's going on, bro? You good, yeah?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I noticed you were doing a stream. I was surprised to see you on here, to be honest.
Nah, it's cool, Don't worry.
Just want to say hello to Luca, and Realist is also in the comments too. Look at that. How was your football manager today?
Good to the point where United need to give me the job.
Honestly, I'd love to see you in management. Be hilarious.
Bro, you can't fail. Just give me the job.
Well, today we're talking about Wolves, Tottenham, and Palace.
Yeah.
What team do you want to start with first?
Spurs, to be fair.
Yeah, come on then. Let's do Spurs. Right. I've got 3 questions. Which one should I start with? Okay. Here's the first question on Tottenham. So if Tottenham won something this season, but did not win anything for another decade, would that please the fan base?
I think they'll be happy because they don't win nothing often like that.
You really think that?
Hold on. Win something like what, though? Because, come on, you can win a trophy and they could be like, yeah, but it depends, though. Win what?
I reckon they'll win one of the cups.
Carabao Cup? I don't know if they would really, be over the moon for that.
Really?
All right, then the Champions League. All right, let's just say they get knocked out of the Champions League, right? And they go to Europa League and they win that. I think they're happy.
Oh, yeah, to be fair, yeah.
I think they're happy. FA Cup, yeah, they'll be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll be happy.
It's just as I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be if you're a United fan. I'm an Arsenal fan. I wouldn't be happy to win one cup in a decade. Would you?
At this rate, well, I'll
okay.
something. I'll take one cup right now.
But we both want our clubs challenging again, don't we? Let's be honest. But then surely Tottenham would want the same. They wouldn't want a one-hit wonder.
No, but you see, all right, think about it like this, right? They haven't won anything in a long time. So if they win one cup right now, they win something for the next decade because Conte won't be there for the next decade.
Yeah.
Knowing the way he is, if he leaves, they get the next manager that won't be as demanding as he is, and they might just go back to the top 4 if they could, or just around the 6th position there, and they still ain't winning nothing.
Yeah.
So I think if they just win something, most of the young Tottenham fans, they never see the team win anything.
Yeah.
I think they'll be happy. Not saying that they want to just win one thing and just be like that, but I think they'll be happy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to move on to the next question because that one's really pretty much covered. Okay, if Tottenham finish 6th this season, will that be an expectation or a failure?
I think that's a failure.
Yeah. What's your reasons for that?
Well, all right. United have a new manager, so he have to get time to get his stuff together.
Yeah.
So you should already say, yo, that's one team out of it to compete with. So I have City, Liverpool. They are the given. You know that's 1 and 2 right there. So it's for the others to get it now. And if you could get, all right, Chelsea basically doing the same thing like United, they're doing a rebuild.
Yeah.
Then you have Arsenal. You finish above Arsenal by what, 1 point?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a failure. They have to at least get back top 4.
Yeah.
At least because I think that'll be a failure if they don't get it.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking, but I thought for me because literally there is a top 6 now, isn't there? Let's be honest, but there's a top 6 clubs.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I was like, okay, with United having a bit of a transition period, let's say, with Ten Hag, and Chelsea possibly could be struggling a little bit with the way that things are with them right now, but by the looks of it, they kind of got their stuff together and pushing on now. So I was just intrigued what people think of that one, because for me, I think that's a failure. If Arsenal
Yeah,
finish,
yeah.
it's a failure
I
for
think
us as
that's
well.
cool.
I think, to be honest, even though there's 6 clubs, whoever finishes in 6th, it's a failure, isn't it? Out of all the 6 clubs, whoever
I,
finishes,
I think if United finish sixth this
yeah,
season coming, that's not a failure for us. For
really,
me, it's a failure for me. But I
yeah,
don't think it's going to be a failure in terms of because all right, United fans are fickle. They look at stuff like, oh, when Klopp came in, he didn't win the league. He didn't finish second. I think he finished eighth his first season.
yeah,
I think it's something like that. So that would be the behavior. Oh, he didn't do this, so he didn't do that. So why we have to do it?
yeah. Well, that's so true, mate. Honestly, I see. For me, the only thing that I've got a question mark over at Ten Hag is what can he do at United with your owners? I know this is not Man United showing it, that was last week, but for Ten Hag, he's got that big question for me. What can he actually do? Can he get the best out of some of your players? Is he a Conte type? I don't know if he is. Like,
I think most of the Ajax fans they all say one thing though. He is do it his way, and he don't care.
yeah,
So it's all about his way. He don't care what nothing else. He ain't switching. He ain't changing for nothing. It's do my way.
yeah,
So I'm like, yo, probably it could work. Maybe it could work. Maybe it don't work. But I'm hoping for the best because I'll be on. I'm tired of seeing us being rubbish.
yeah.
It's
To be honest,
years, man.
mate, I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm fed up of seeing a bad United. I'm used to seeing a good, challenging, tough United play against. I know it's not just us two anymore, but I like the rivalry between us. I always have. It's something I've been brought up with, and to see United last season was actually quite hard to watch you play. Not just because you were bad; it was the fact that
It was
it's
shocking.
it was a mighty team that has dropped. It's like watching Leeds go down leagues. That hurt me for the years that I was a kid. Leeds were like one of the top clubs, and to see them drop so badly, it was painful. I mean, it's painful for United right now for me because you might be getting De Jong. Let's see, that's a possibility.
Yeah,
That's not.
maybe.
That's for me. That's not going to fix it. Just one player. Was it Malacia? Is it how you say his name?
Oh, you talking about the
That one,
left back, yeah?
yeah, that one I'm excited for because he looks half decent to be fair. So I'm hoping. I can only hope. I've got one more question.
You know, it's a funny thing when rival fans go from being happy and laughing at you to feeling sad for you. You know it's bad.
Yeah, to be fair, I've never laughed at United if they're going, but that's just the way I am. I love football too much to enjoy another group of fans going through pain. Does that make sense? I know it's a bit weird because most
I know,
fans do
I
banter.
understand you because that's the thing with me. I'm a football fan first. People give me a lot of stuff because I tell people I'm like I like Steven Gerrard.
Yeah.
I like him. He's a great player. People like, oh, he slipped. He never won the league. I don't care. He's a great player.
See, for that specific day when I actually felt really sorry for him because I was
Me
thinking,
too.
this is his boys. This is his club. It runs through his veins, and that has happened to him. I don't know. To be honest, I'm surprised he managed to just to get up and just carry on playing. To be fair, because that would have destroyed me.
And to be
Maybe
honest,
that's
it's not like he willingly slip on purpose.
yeah,
It
exactly.
happens.
Yeah, it happens.
And
But anyway,
everybody was they on to me, you're a Steven Gerrard fan. Yes, I am.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I like Harry Kane, but do you know what I mean? But unfortunately he's one of the best strikers in the world. You know,
Yeah, that
which
is true.
which is where I'm now going with actually. Funny enough, where would the club be without Kane and?
This is what sound why, right?
So
Everyone that knows me know the love I have for Son.
yeah,
I can't get over this guy. I love Son. When Son was playing in the Bundesliga for Hamburg and
oh Christ, yeah,
Leverkusen, I
yeah,
wanted him.
yeah.
I wanted
I
him
think I
since
did.
then. I was like, this guy, bro. Left foot, right foot. He could score. He could dribble. He could create. He does everything.
He does. He's a
And people
brilliant
don't
player.
respect him. No one respects him.
No. I know he's got a bit of well, I would say he's a big diver, but then to be honest, we've all got players in our own team that will use the advantage of, oh, he's gone near me, so I can fall over. Might get
But if we say he got the diving thing in him, then Harry Kane.
yeah, exactly.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Well, there was a recent example of that, wasn't there? Was it against Hungary? He did that.
Yep.
The player was literally nowhere
I
near
saw
him.
him do it in the league as well. He just sticks his bum out there and you just run him over. Penalty. You know, I'm like, what is this, bro?
But yeah, they would. I think, because my theory on Man United, if you didn't have De Gea and Ronaldo last season, I think you would have been lucky to be top 10. And I think if Tottenham didn't have Kane and Son last season, I think they would have been lucky to be top 10 as well.
You know what? I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'm not the biggest Ronaldo fan. But his goals, even though most of his goals came in like 3 games, I'll be honest with you, most of his goals came in like 3 games.
Yeah.
Even though people say, oh, he's got all these goals at this age. Yeah, most of his goals came in 3 games. But the hair, he's not good at his feet. But in distribution, he don't come up in line to claim crosses. He does his main job as a shot stopper, stops the ball from going to the back of the net, and he's good at it. He's good at doing that. But without those two, I can't even imagine where we would be. I can't imagine.
Because last season, the amount of saves that I saw I
think he made the most saves in the league or in any team in the top 6. I think it's either in the league or in the top 6. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, because Dean Henderson is
rubbish.
I don't know. He was good at Sheffield United. I grant he was, but he's not a United goalkeeper.
Really isn't.
Do you think he's going to go this season?
And what you call this team? This team that just got promoted, Forest. Yeah, I think Forest is in for him. But they went on loan. But I think I'm different. You know, I'm really, really different. I see things differently. Dean Henderson been here so long. He wants to be a starter. You ain't getting to be a starter with us.
Yeah.
Having him here and just keeping him on the bench don't make sense for him. Let him go somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about on loan. Let him go on a permanent. Maybe we get some money from it. Yeah, let him go on a permanent.
Yeah, I heard about it. It's literally just a loan. I was like, why are you not just selling him?
I'm like, come on, man. A loan? That don't make no sense to me.
Yeah. It's mad, honestly. All right, let's move on to Wolves, because that's where I'm from. So let's do the Wolves one.
Wolves. I think that guy did well, you know, that their manager. What's his name? Bruno Lage?
Yeah, Bruno Lage. Yeah.
I think he did well first season in the Prem. He did well. Thinking about the start of the season, they were outplaying teams and couldn't score. Like the first 5 games, they just couldn't score. They outplayed everyone but couldn't score.
Yeah, well, that's literally my first question. Where will Wolves get their goals from?
Right. If this coming season goes anything like the last one, they are in for a shocker. They couldn't score. I think since the injury, Jimenez just haven't been himself.
I don't blame him either, to be fair.
I don't think we could, because that's a terrible injury.
Petr Cech wasn't really the same after his head injury, really, was he?
Facts.
So, yeah. But because obviously I live literally 100 meters away from the stadium for Molineux.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I'm from Wolves. Yeah, I live near Tariq, That's why we went to a game recently together. Went to the England-Belgium women's game.
These Arsenal fans, living next to the Wolves Stadium and supporting
Mate,
Arsenal.
all right, do you know where I'm actually from? I'm from near Arsenal. I was born there.
Well, that's different.
And my family are like they've supported Arsenal for like over 100 years. So it runs through the family. So
my United thing is on right York, basically.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're either Arsenal or West Ham in my family. You can't support anybody else. Otherwise, you're out of the family. Pretty much.
I'm the only real football fan in my family.
Really?
Everyone, all my cousins and them coming up, they all support Barcelona. I'm the oldest United fan. Everybody support Barcelona. That's why I was like, Barcelona have no money. I hope they suffer. Suffer below. Nah. Let me give you. You see when we lose to Barcelona when we play them in the Champions League? Oh my God!
Yeah.
Especially when Messi scored. How he scored ahead against Villa?
Yeah, totally wrong in it. But as I was saying, I'm from the Wolves, and they've literally been linked with nobody. The one player they were linked with is now going to Fulham. So I feel sorry for Wolves. I really do.
I think they usually sign a bunch of Portuguese players. They're probably waiting for the new one to come up.
Yeah, well, this is to have literally no rumours. They had one, and then all of a sudden Fulham snapped him up. Still waiting for that one, but Fulham have won that race. But there's just no one. But mind you, even though we're all getting gassed about the transfer window, there's a lot of teams that aren't being linked with players right now. So maybe it's just a slow burner for some teams. Like Arsenal, obviously going mad over this Rafinha and whatever.
Can I ask you something?
Go for it.
We were having a big debate on stream about this. How much do you value Rafinha?
Honestly, about 45 million.
Oh my God. So are they saying I'm the one that had it wrong though? Because all of them are like 40, 45 at max. And I was thinking, I'll say 50 max. And they're like, nah. 45 at max, nothing more. I'm like, but I mean, he's not a bad player.
No, he's not.
He's not a bad player, but I probably have it wrong then. Because everyone was at 40, 45 at max, and I kept saying 50.
I don't like the transfer fees. I think loads of them are just too high, way too high. Like they're valuing Declan Rice for like 150 million. I'm like,
yeah, then get out of here with that price.
I'm like, no. We've lost control over the transfer fees now. It's gone stupid money. If I was going back years, if Bergkamp was, how much was Bergkamp now?
What's he like? What, 15 million or something like that? Okay?
Yeah, Rafinha's nowhere near Bergkamp's level. Nowhere.
Way. How much you pay for all these? 12 million, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Think about that.
I know. That's I would have lost my mind if we paid 70 million for the guy.
I could even top that though. Look what we paid for Cantona.
I know that was mad. I remember I saw him once live. He was something else. And it's like I've seen Gascoigne live, and I was like, that's something else. He played for Tottenham at the time, so
yeah, I can appreciate players that played for like rival teams. To me, I can appreciate them.
Yeah,
I'm a football fan first. Though I love United, but I'm a football fan first.
Exactly. That's what I am. Football. The world of football means more to me than my football team, because my team can upset me sometimes, but the world of football just pleases me. Sometimes Arsenal get on my nerves. We have bad results, bad seasons, bad signings, bad managers, bad players. Quite a lot of bad players.
A lot of that.
Yeah. Well, there was a quiz yesterday that was shared on a Arsenal Discord that I'm on. Name the 218 players that have played for Arsenal in the Premier League, and I got 180 out of 218. And I said to the guy that shared it with me, I said, that was torture. I had to remember some awful players that play for my club and type their names in. That was painful. It wasn't fun. I didn't. He said, "Did you have fun?" I said, "No, it was torture." I had to literally type in Franny Jeffers, Glenn Helder, and
There's
players
one
that
thing
was.
I always remember for you, and I'm like, that guy was shocking. Jeremy Ali, he was horrible.
Yeah, he was actually mentioned yesterday. After the fallout of the quiz. Yeah, Jerry. Yeah. There were some really bad players. There were some good ones, but there were some shockingly bad. We've had some awful. It's Viviano. I don't even know if you remember him. Viviano, the goalkeeper from Italy that we signed. Can't remember if we signed him on loan or like £2 million for him or something. It was stupid. It's just even some Lithuanian striker that's now the head of the Lithuanian Football Federation. What was his name? Danny Lefigikis or something like that. He's now the head of the Lithuanian Football Federation. That's what the heck. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked as per usual.
It'd be like that football do that to you.
Yeah. Right, I've got 2 more questions on Wolves. This one is, I don't think this guy's going to move now because I've not heard anybody trying to sign him. Will the club be able to handle selling Reuben Neves? I don't think he's even going, to be honest now.
I don't think he's going anywhere, but if he is to leave, I mean, don't get me wrong, he came in there as a what? 18-year-old?
Yeah.
And he did great. Great. But the thing about these Portuguese players, they produce another one to replace you with a quickness. Benfica right now, they have so much young, great players coming through. So I'm sure they could pick one off.
Yeah.
I'm sure they could pick one off. But I don't know if anyone is. I don't know. I like him though.
See, my theory is it could be Arsenal because we do need a centre mid, and I don't think we're going to bother with Tielemans.
Well, I saw we are trying to hijack that Tielemans deal. I'm like, since when United turned into this hijacking team?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Both of us are after Martinez, but I don't understand why you're after him when you're going to sign a left back anyway.
Yeah, because remember he could cover centre back, left back, and DM. Martin was like, we need a DM though.
Oh yeah.
Like, we're getting De Jong though, but De Jong is he really that type of DM though?
Do you think he's worth that money?
After what he did last season, yeah, no.
Yeah, well, that's my question because he was good at Ajax, but I don't know if he was that good last season. To be honest, he's not a name that
he was outperformed by Pedri and Gavi, and their little kids.
Yeah, I hope he does it well for you. Just because I don't want you falling further behind, because we all need to club together to stop these Liverpool and Man City from pulling away from us at the moment.
Come together. We need to join all of our teams together. These men are just running riots.
Yeah, they're just. Personally, I don't think Liverpool are going to be a big force this year. I think City have pretty much tied this up.
In the last show, I remember saying that no money. I don't know about that.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I think that is the killer, is losing Mane, because Mane always found a way to win. Salah, if you've got him marked for the game, that's it. You're done. He's out the game for the whole, because he's got no more tricks. Mane has this way of, I don't know.
Just pops up with a goal from nowhere, like no.
Yeah, I don't like him as a footballer because I just feel that I wouldn't want him at my club because he's got this dirty way, but I also admire it. Does that make sense? It's like he's very clever, and I think Bayern Munich now are going to be a force next season in the Champions League because with Mane and Sane. Well, it just rhymes. But obviously,
but that's another thing you just said, Bayern there. How is nobody snapped up Gnabry yet?
Well, I've just literally listened to an Arsenal call-in show before I started this stream. and that's who they're pretty much saying, let's just break our salary cap and just go for him. But
I think it's like what 40 million.
yeah, the money's not crazy. It's the
I don't think
wages.
it's outrageous. How old is he? Like 27.
I'm gonna.
So I don't think it's actually like crazy to spend that money on him.
No,
He's a good
I
player.
don't.
He scores goals. He creates. He could do multiple things.
Yeah, he's going to turn 27 next month.
Wow,
So
I don't think that's a bad.
I'd like him. I think he had
How much wages would he be on? Something ridiculous, huh?
Yeah, that's the sticking point, I think. And I do get where some Arsenal fans are going. Look at what we did with Aubameyang. Look what we did with Ozil. Give him loads
who
of
knows?
money.
Probably that's why Bayern Munich are like, yo, you can leave, bro.
Yeah, because I don't know what he's on. I don't really look into people's wages because it just makes me feel sick anyway. But yeah, I don't know what to do about that. But we'll see. But there's going to be one more question about Wolves, and this could be a bit tricky for you. What happens with the fan base towards the Fosen group if Wolverhampton Wanderers drop into a relegation fight this season? I don't know how much if you know about who owns Wolves.
I was about to tell you I don't have a clue.
Yeah, well, it's the Fosen Group is a company from China. Jeff Shi, I think, is the owner. They've got these massive plans to build a 50,000 stadium. To basically just extending what they've got already. But the Wolves fans are tend to be okay. But I do think if they drop into the relegation zone, I do think the fan base might go a little bit mental, personally. Because
more or less like how, well, I mean, no one wants their club to get relegated, but
no.
Let's say you get relegated and you are there for a long time. Yeah.
Because the problem with the Fosen Group is it was well documented, I think either beginning of this year or last year, that they made a huge profit in their own company. And they weren't spending the money at the club, which is what they said they were going to do. They were going to pump money in, like all owners.
Is this the Glazers we're talking about here?
It's very similar, I have to say. But he is very good with the actual community, what I would say, because he does come here quite a bit, to be fair.
Well, that's way better. That's a plus already in my book.
Yeah, but I'm just
don't talk to no one.
I'm just wondering how, are they going to survive? Because they just, for me, if I was the Fosen Group, I'll just go, here you go, Bruno Lage, give you 150, 200 million. They could get away with that with the FFP rules easily, and just spend.
If we're being honest, right, to be able to compete in the Premier League, not saying that you have to spend millions of dollars to compete, but you have to spend some money to stay relevant. Because look at Wolves usually finish around top 10. They're usually in the top 10, right? And they don't spend ridiculous amounts. So one season you go out and you give the manager, let's say 100 million. Then, if you don't want to give him 150, you give him 100 million. The way Wolves spend money, they always sign some decent players that could do a job for them, multiple positions. And I saw they lost a defender, Saiz.
Yeah,
He's gone to something in Turkey or something like that.
Yeah, he was out of contract. So yeah.
So these men need to start spending some money here.
Yeah, they do. They've got. I reckon they need at least 5 or 6 new signings, and at least 4 of those are first teamers for me. Because Trincao was on loan, so he's gone back to Barcelona.
He's going back. Can't even see him get to Barcelona, so they might as well try to keep him if they could.
Well, they got Traore back, so I suppose that's
something for
the Well, we're going to move on to Crystal Palace. What should we start with first? We'll start with that one. So how long can Crystal Palace honestly be able to hold on to Patrick Vieira?
I think you, man, will try to get him sometime because Arteta is not going to be there for too long. I can't lie, though. I can't see Arteta passing December without some serious questions being asked about it. I can't see him passing December because I could see it coming a mile away. Last season, y'all didn't have no European football. Y'all just had the league.
Yeah.
Just the league.
Yep.
Yes, you was in contention to get top 4. Didn't do it. Bottled that. And the issue was, oh, we didn't get in this player. We didn't get that player. Whose fault is that? Who's the reason for this not getting in these players, though? And you had the window open.
Yeah.
Whose fault is that? That is that guy's fault.
It's mad, isn't it, mate?
And now I have to deal with Thursday, Sunday football. Ah, that's the worst.
Yeah, it is the worst combo. Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Monday sometimes. It's going to be hard.
But I think it's going to be hard because the Palace to keep him, though, because the football they played last season, don't get me wrong, they didn't set the world afire or anything like that, but they played some attractive football to look at.
Yeah.
Because under Hudson, oh my God, what we was getting under Hudson.
Yeah.
And now to see what they were doing, it's like, yo, this is an improvement, yeah. So I think even if he don't get that job back in the Premier League, somebody's coming for him.
Yeah, I think so as well. He's a very nice guy as well, isn't he? He's very approachable.
But the start they have, though, it's kind of sticky, though.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see for that one. But I can see a bigger club coming in for him quite easily, and his head being turned quite quickly. But we're going to go into a different one. Now, this is just a possibility. I was thinking of this the other day. What if Crystal Palace are the ones that sneaked into the Conference League once? Would they be able to compete at the European level?
What do you mean, like next season?
Well, I think there's going to be a couple of teams that drop off next season. I think West Ham will be one, Leicester will be one, and I think Wolves will be one. So
I think Leicester drops off. West Ham drops off. If they don't sort the striker situation off, they dropping off.
Yeah.
You can't continue the season with Antonio. He's not really a clinical striker like that. You're getting some goals, but he ain't a striker like that. So if they don't do something to replace him, it's not going to be good for them.
Yeah.
Leicester, they had a big shocking. Leicester was shocking.
Do you think that's more Brendan Rodgers?
The fact that they lost Fofana early, and he was part of the defensive unit for them, and then I can't lie, this guy, what's his name? Seong-Chu. He has been rubbish since the Euros.
Yeah. Yes.
So Rodgers have a part to play in it. I think they relied so much on Vardy in the times gone that they forgot Vardy's getting older. He can't keep on doing this. And the goals are coming from no one. If they ain't getting goals, what's going to happen?
Exactly.
They will
This is what I'm thinking, because Crystal Palace so far, what they've signed, Sam Johnston in goal, good signing that is. Decore, I don't know if you know much about Chick Decore. Very, very good midfielder for me. I've seen him.
That guy.
I like him. He's young, 22.
Good ball winner too.
Yeah, I compared him to Tielemans on something that I was looking at, and he's actually better than Tielemans. So that says quite a lot to me, to be honest. So we shall wait and see about that one. But yeah, it wouldn't shock me if they went into 7th, but I just don't know if they could compete at the European level.
I mean, how much money did they spend so far? Because all right, obviously you get some extra money for reaching there, for qualifying to get some more money, but you're gonna have to spend money now to compete because you're competing in Europe.
Yeah,
you're doing what you're doing in the Premier League, right? But you're playing more matches, so you need a bigger squad. I don't know, it could be rough trying to compete there.
Yeah, for me, you just need a very good squad, and that's where a lot of the middle table teams do struggle. They have very good first 11s, and they have pretty much nothing else on the bench, really.
Yeah. That was United though. We had the first 11 there, and And as soon as you have to go to the bench to get someone, it's not worth bringing it on. You might as well just keep playing what you have.
I was going to quickly answer this question from Moss, who's come in. Is De Jong wrapped up? As far as I know, it's not wrapped up. It's close, as far as I'm aware. Lissandro, not wrapped up. Anthony, Realist, have you anything about Anthony?
Yeah, well, they were more or less looking to complete the De Jong thing first before approaching anyone else. But the Anthony deal is Ajax up the price, and
Yeah,
if to be honest, I understand Ajax situation. We lose. Y'all want the timber. That's not happening. It don't look like it don't happen. It's not happening again. No,
yeah,
Arsenal want Lissandro Martinez. You want Lissandro Martinez and Anthony. So what? We selling everyone.
yeah,
They already lost Gravenberch.
yeah.
And let's be honest, I don't know how much you know about Gravenberch. 29 million
Yes, that's the
for that
mental
guy.
signing.
For that
Yeah.
guy, I think Bayern Munich ripped them off. I think
Yeah.
Bayern Munich ripped them off.
Yeah, I'd love to know how they managed to do that. I really would. That is, yeah.
So Ajax probably just like, yo, you know what? We might need to hold on to our players now because this is moving mad. I don't know what Anthony did. It might not happen. Might not happen. As much as
Alicia,
he
what
probably
is it?
wants to come be with Ten Hag, I don't think Ajax. Not because he was our manager, we're gonna still be loyal to you and give you our players.
Yeah. But Man United seems to have this thing where they can only do one thing at a time, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Noticed
And
that
the
quite a
one
few
thing takes
seasons.
a month. One thing at a time, and it takes a month.
It's it's crazy. But because how long are you willing to wait for De Jong? Are you willing to wait 2 weeks to get him
Willing
signed?
gave up on that long time ago because
Really?
I wanted to have not all, but the majority of our signings for pre-season.
Yeah, that's what I
We
want.
getting into with the manager already. Even if we don't get all completed, but at least reach an agreement where it's like, yeah, he's joining by the end of the week or something like that.
Yeah.
We don't have none across the line yet. It's just a bunch of agreements, but nothing's across the line. So he's basically training with what we have there still. Come on, man.
Yeah.
This team that is
It's mad. Well, we're into the final question now, Realist. So, is Eze, I can't say his name, Mark Gay, Tyrick Mitchell, and Michael Elise destined for a bigger club? What was that giggle for?
All right. Let me do it this way, right? Think about the price they paid, right?
Yeah.
You won't cash in on that. You won't cash in on that.
Yeah.
Not obviously you don't want to lose players, but won't you cash in on that? Of
Yeah.
course you cash in on that. I could see big clubs wanting, especially Olise.
Yeah. Well, actually, some Arsenal fans are like begging Arsenal now to go and sign Elise, and I'm like,
Yeah, I think you're going to let that happen though.
No. I would want Mitchell at Arsenal. That's my favourite one out of the four is Mitchell because
Rick
he's a very
Mitchell,
good left
oh,
back.
he
Yeah.
was. And you know what? Some people just noticed it this season.
Oh no, I've been liking him
The
for
season
ages.
before that, he was doing a break, and I was like, wait, hold on, this guy is actually he's not too bad, you know.
Yeah, he's for me he's a fantastic left back. I have him in heartbeat happily.
Good,
Who
he's
would
good.
you have out of those at United?
All right, we already got the left back here.
Yeah.
I'll take Olise, you know.
Yeah, I think
I'll
pretty
take
much everyone
Olise.
was. Yeah, because he was something else at Reading. He was something else at Reading, and he's just
And the
carried on.
price, man. Look at the price. Only United out here they're spending bare money on some meaty average people, man.
Yeah. Would you take Mark Gay?
Over McGuire every day.
Oh yes. I should
Every
have asked
day.
someone else, shouldn't I? That question. You got McGuire.
Every day. Bro, I'll take you over McGuire. I'll take anybody. I'll take Vieira right now and put him over McGuire. Anybody. That's just not to see that guy play.
There's Paxton in the chat who's a Man United fan. He'd say, Gay for McGuire's swap deal, sign it.
Bro, swap deal. I'd give them McGuire and some money to get him. Just get McGuire out. Get him, man. I can't stand the guy. And people think I hate him. I don't hate him, you know.
Really?
As a player, I grew up watching Gapstan. No, you know what it is.
Yeah.
I grew up watching Yapstam. I know in defending, you need one guy is going to be the less aggressive one, and you need an aggressive centre back. We have two clowns.
Yeah.
No one wants to be aggressive. It's like, you tackle him. No, you tackle him. No, you tackle him. No. Somebody tackle him.
Yeah.
And they're just watching each other, twiddling with their thumbs. No, that's not good enough. Not good enough.
Well, I remember that with Bruce and Pallister for United. You had the gentle one and the rough one.
Yeah. You need it to be
I mean?
that way. You don't need your two centre backs to be just coward and afraid. Nah, strikers won't be afraid of you. When you have some tackling you the first time, you already know, don't go back there.
Yeah, we had that with Adams and Keown.
And I think that's needed. You need to, as a centre back, you need to put your marker in there. When I tackle you now, you know what? I might not be going back by him over there again.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's mad. That's for me, because obviously the rumour was that Barcelona asked United for McGuire, and you turned it down.
That at all. I don't believe that at all. Are Barcelona out of their minds to take that guy? Nah, I don't believe that.
As far as I'm aware, and I'm 80% sure this is correct from what I've heard, it was real.
Barcelona lost the plot.
I think it's something to do with the way that they play in Spain, and they would have put him in a free at the back. I think that's what it was, which kind of makes sense a little bit. I still think you're mad. I still think they're mad.
I still think that's a crazy. But but that just shows, right, how United have no ambition.
Yeah,
you turn that down because you want to keep it, and they're free.
I would.
Just let that sink in. You turn that down because you want to keep this guy.
Is it right? This is my theory on McGuire, and it's the same with England. Why he plays for England? Is it because he is worth so much money, bringing in for United through sponsorships, through this social media stuff that they seem to do nowadays?
So you have to play him all the time.
Yeah, you have to. All right,
let me ask you this now. Wasn't Pogba worth more money? And he was on the bench most of the time.
You have a very valid point now. But
and I'm not defending Pogba either, because he needed to do. They failed each other. He failed us. They failed him. They need to work with each other. And they didn't do it. So
I tell you what,
it's basically the same thing to me.
That then smells a bit more like it's an English thing, like a Premier League thing.
It is. Come on, it is, man.
Doesn't it? Because Pogba's not English, clearly.
Let me make an example there. I wonder if anyone said it in this. Let me watch the chat to see. Right, no one has said it. You see this guy that plays for AC Milan, Tomori?
Oh, we love him. Yes.
Why McGuire plays over him for England?
Yeah. Well, there we go. Moss has said it. He said Gay, Tomori, Stones, or Cody for an England back three. Perfect. That would all work.
Tell me why does McGuire plays over him? This guy won the league in Serie A. Yeah, all right, it's no Premier League, but they won the league over there.
Yeah, it's the FA with their social media.
And he's a young player that wasn't good enough for Chelsea, apparently. Went over there on loan, stuck there in a permanent, won the league.
Yeah, he went to, was it Derby he played for first? Did he go to
Derby?
Yeah, he went to Derby, then went to AC Milan, didn't he? I think that was the
mm-hmm. When you have defenders. One of the greatest defender ever, Maldini, admiring you and liking to see you play. And you wanted to win McGuire. These people are mental. Something is wrong with these people.
It is, mate. There we go. Oh, there we go. As Paxton saying is Tomori and Roman Golly partnership is underrated for AC Milan.
Yeah.
Roman Golly is meant to be quite good as well, isn't he?
I think his contract is supposedly to be up either this summer or next year.
Is it?
Yeah. I
So,
think he's a decent player. Then he came from Roma as well. I think he came from Roma.
You might be right, yeah. It's just mad. So, before we wrap up, because it was a nice quick show today, which I do like, because I did a 6-hour stream on Saturday. I don't know if you heard about that. Yeah, me and Moss did a chat show on Saturday, and it was 6 hours. It was mental. What's your expectations for United? Because I don't never get to ask you properly. I only get to be in your Twitch chat. That's about it.
Don't worry. I have this season come. I have all type of thing planned. So me and you going to talk off. Don't worry about that. United, just win something, please. Win something. Win something. To be honest, I'm saying win something because that's a fan. Every time I want to win something. But let me be honest with you, right? Give me some better football. Show me we're going somewhere. Give me a direction and we're going somewhere. Show me something. I'm tired of just you play rubbish and you get rewarded with more game time. I'm tired of that nonsense. Please, I'm tired of that. I can't see you playing rubbish week in, week out. And you know what? Next week you're playing again. I'm tired of that. Give these players some accountability. And when we lose, do not, for God's sake, do not put no essays on Twitter and Instagram why we lost. I don't want to see that nonsense. Play better. Play better. I don't want that no more. I'm tired of this nonsense.
Yeah,
Just show me something, man. Do something. No. I don't need the owners to come and tell me, oh well, next season we're gonna be doing better. I don't want to hear that. Show me on the pitch. Show me on the pitch.
If you didn't qualify for Europe next year, would you be calling for the owners to, sod off?
I've been trying to get rid of these men for years.
I know it's just because obviously I watch a lot of.
Don't qualify for Europe, but what else did we do?
Yeah.
Did we do anything? Or that's it? We just didn't qualify. We didn't do nothing else.
Yeah, we did do nothing else.
So that means we finished 8th.
Yeah.
We finished 8th and we don't do nothing else. No cup runs, nothing.
Yeah. I'm not saying that's likely to happen. It's just a question.
No, I understand you. I have to deep all this though. Finish 8th, no cup runs, nothing. That's an all or nothing type of documentary right there.
Yeah, crikey.
I can't deal with that. Nah. 8th with nothing. I can't deal with that. I'll be depressed. I'll be waking up at 5 a.m. to watch these games, to see that.
I don't think it will happen. I
understand what he's saying, but if that happens, oh my God.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't take that. Sell the whole club. Do something. Get rid of everybody. Delete the club. 8. No cup, nothing. So that would be getting knocked out of the Europa League.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sorry, mate. I'm depressed, and I.
That is depression.
Sorry. You're gonna ban me from your Twitch now.
It's cool. I'm just thinking about it though.
I have to think of it like an Arsenal fan as well.
I thought about us not finishing in Champions League and all that. It's nothing to me. Like last season, right? Honest to God. God hear me. I said it last season.
Yeah.
Just finish 10th. Just finish 10th, United. I don't want to be in the Europa League or Conference League. Just finish 10th. So you have more time to train these players and make sure they know what he wants, and we could focus on the league. That's what I was saying, because if he really don't get what he wants this season, in this window here, we barely do anything in January. So is he going to have to finish the season with this? Think about if these deals fall through. Obviously, most likely they won't. But if these deals fall through and we don't sign anyone by the 2nd of September, And he has to continue with this team because most likely we ain't getting no centre backs. So McGuire is a stay.
Yeah.
Varane is a hospital.
Yeah.
So what are we doing?
Well, honestly, if you don't sign any players, I think Ronaldo would actually want to leave as well, won't he?
Oh, that's another thing. We have no strikers aside from him.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you got
You can't
Martial
trust
back to
Rashford.
please you.
Martial is back. Pogba is going. So our midfield is basically James
McTominay,
Garner if
Fred.
he gets a chance. James Garner if he gets a chance. Fred, McTominay, Donny, Bruno.
Mm-hmm.
That's our midfield.
Yep.
On paper, that don't even look good.
No.
Bobby, that United team there, that team is not good.
Yeah, this is why I do these shows, because sometimes fans need to look at their team a little bit more in depth and realise that, for us, I'm going to be perfectly honest now. All we've done so far is replace Lacazette that's left. That's it. We've signed Vieira, so it gives us another attacking option.
Well, I wanted to ask you this though. How much goals do you think this guy is really going to get you?
Who, Jesus?
Yeah.
I believe he will actually make Saka score more. I know it's a weird one, that one. But I think Jesus will get about 15, and I think Saka will probably get 18 to 20. That's what I think. I
All
don't
my
think
time watching football and I see Jesus, he's not like a clinical goal scorer.
No,
He's just that guy that he will press the defenders, everything out of them. He will be on them. High work rate. He's always there. And he can kind of create, if that makes sense. So he's like, what? So he's coming to do when Pep was at Barcelona, the false nine thing, or what Klopp does with Firmino. Is that's what he's saying here?
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so okay.
See, Arsenal need to sign at least 3 new players for this season right now.
And
that's
Ketia is
first.
scoring no goals though. He might score 5, 6. But with that amount of money they put on him, you have to start him.
See,
Let's be honest.
I'm not an Eddie fan. I like Eddie because I watch a lot of under 21s and I've seen what he can do at under 21 level, and he's very good there. And then I've seen him against Nottingham Forest at the beginning of the season, absolute awful game. And then he has this little blip at the end of the season where he scores a few goals in a few games. That's great, but you're a striker. You need to be doing that throughout the whole season. So you should be able to come off the bench, take your chance, score your goal. That's what a good striker does. Eddie, for me, isn't that. He needs this confidence boost. And you're not going to get that as a backup striker. You're not going to get that confidence boost, mate. You're gonna need to, because Ian Wright says, all this great stuff about Eddie, and I'm like, I've seen Ian Wright, I've seen the righty, I've seen Kevin Campbell, I've seen a lot of strikers at our club. I remember Chris Kwamia, who we signed from Ipswich Town, absolute flop. I've seen some bad strikers at Arsenal. I don't think Eddie is as bad as Chris Kwamia, but he's definitely not Ian Wright, Kevin Campbell standard. So for me, I think it will be lucky to get 10 with Eddie.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking he might get it 10 because he might look like this type of striker that would be just mad frustrated to look at.
Yeah.
Like because what I was saying, right? Now people don't get me wrong. What I was saying is like at City, you play for a team Man City, they create tons of chances.
Yeah.
You don't score much goals. Yes, you play on the wing, you play here, you play there, you get rotated and all that. You still don't score much goals. Most of his goals he scored last season, he scored in a couple of games because he scored a hat-trick. He scored 4 days. So he scored in bunches.
Yeah.
So if you go to Arsenal, who are not going to create that much chances, how much goals are you going to score?
Exactly. I would say he's slightly better than Lacazette. And he's going to trouble the defence a bit more. So that's where I think where Saka will probably be allowed to sneak through and maybe score a few more goals. But for me, we need someone that's threatening. We need someone that's going to scare the poop out of the defence, and we still don't have that yet. We need to.
Sorry, go ahead.
We do definitely need a new winger of some sort, like the Rafinha one. If that was done, then I would have gone, yeah, cool. But I think there's other options out there for us.
I see Del Boy just said you'll need to sign someone to help out Partey. I think Partey and Verana, they go into the same place, bro, hospital at all times. These boys are always injured.
It's weird with Partey because he never got injured in Spain. It was so weird that he got injured all the time here. It's weird, that one. But big up to Del Boy.
I don't know. I think that's crazy when you have a player, especially when you need them, because there's parts of the season when I was watching it. I looked at me personally, I just watch football. I love football. So I watch everything I see, I watch it.
Yeah.
And I'm watching us now, I'm like, yeah, you know what? They need Partey here, you know. I know some people hate Xhaka, some love Xhaka. Is Xhaka staying this season again?
Looks like it, yeah. Yeah, that's my theory on it. I'm like, oh, geez. Because he did have a better season last season. I have to give him that. But he still cost us some games. He still cost us, I think, at least 2 that I can think of.
You think the stuff he does, right? It's just that he just does dumb stuff, or he just loses his mind sometimes?
I think he just does dumb stuff.
I remember there's a game, there's one particular game, he got a red card. And I'm like, Xhaka, did you really need to do that?
Yeah. I wish we would sell him and buy a better.
Jose wanted him at Roma.
Yeah, well, I wish we'd just got rid of him. I wish we'd just agree with that money and just gone, okay, we'll buy a new centre midfielder now. That's what I would have done.
He seemed like the Jose type player to me.
He will also suit the Italian league. He doesn't suit the British league. He just doesn't suit it. He's too slow. He makes stupid mistakes. Our referees are too stupid as well.
I hope, as you said, referee, that's a good point. I hope during the summer here, they do something to VAR. I hope they do something to the referees and the rules, because I kid you not, last season I was losing my mind on some of these officiating. These referees are something is wrong with these men.
Yeah,
I really hope they do something.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're probably aware that Mike Riley's leaving now.
Yeah,
Howard Webb is coming in, but this season will be a transition season because
Howard Webb, you know Howard Webb was the Aston United fans. But like Webb, yeah.
I knew you'd bring that up. Yeah. I knew you'd bring that up.
They said Howard Webb used to work for Fergie.
Oh, hang on. We have a visitor. Hello, Rich.
What are you saying? I realist, you pagan.
Why you just come and call me a pagan like that?
Nah, yeah, you know I love you, bro.
This guy just comes on calling me a pagan. You know what? I'm relegated. Get them down, Everton, man. Get them down. That's one agenda I'm not dropping.
Is that the new agenda? What, get us relegated? Yeah.
Nah, Everton, I'm sticking on the Everton one, bro. I need them out of here, especially that man. Get them out. Rubbish manager.
Bobby, what are you saying? Realist, what are you saying, bro? You hope you both.
I'm just trying to take some players from Crystal Palace. That's all we do, taking a few players.
Hey, listen, check the Corey. Medical tomorrow. So, obviously, until it's signed and like, I've got to still be a bit like.
Yes.
You know, we've already seen with Arsenal.
The correct way you should be doing it, Rich. Calm. Yeah. Until you see him in the shirts.
Literally. We've seen with Arsenal certain accounts where they're photoshopping Rafinha in the kit.
I thought that. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, but what if he fails the medical though? Your medical staff say you can't keep up with this, you know?
Listen, let's just get the medical done tomorrow and we're good. We're good.
Yeah. I'm excited for the Corey for you because I think he's a very good player.
I think he can help Kouyaté. So that's a good one.
Kouyaté, I think he's going to be gone. I think Kouyaté's
Is
going to
he
go. You know?
leaving?
I think he's leaving. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but which is fine because like basically with him, he's in his last year of his contract this season. He's 32. So it's a case of like, can we nick a couple, like 2-3 million off him? You know what I mean? Because remember, don't forget, we don't have infinite money like the Arsenals and the Man Uniteds, the Chelseas, etc., etc. We don't have like money like that. So we've got to be business savvy, you know. And to be able to, at the moment, we've got Sam Johnston coming through free transfer, Malcolm Ebioe free transfer. We got to box clever with our signings and that. So.
Oh well, then Bobby, this is a good question from originally what was asking earlier. If you man sneak into like Europe, Rich, like
Yeah.
Europa League, Conference League, anywhere there, you man think you'll be able to compete?
You know what? Financially, it will be great for us, but it could also be a hindrance in the league. You know, but I think the pros outweigh the cons in the sense of like, imagine Crystal Palace. Don't forget, we're a London side. We're not the biggest London side, but we're a London club. And think about it. Then Crystal Palace in Europe, a lot of players will want to come to us. You know, but like I said, we'll then need massive investment and stuff. So small steps. Listen, the fact that we're playing attractive football at the moment, that's the biggest step we could have taken. And now we're having players reject Manchester United.
Bro, big man, rejecting. Let me tell you about this rejecting, yeah? You see, that guy, right, basically, what happened was he realized that, if I go to United, I wouldn't get no game time like that. These men might try to lure me back. And I don't want to just be no bench for I ain't no side man. I want to play. So he's like, you know what? I'll just go to Palace. He didn't really reject us. He just made a wise decision. You know?
It was like Ten Hag or Vieira.
No, it wasn't that though. It was just, you know what? I might as well just go here.
Stop biting. It's too easy.
I'm telling you, just basically, you don't want to. He better come and hit the ground running, because I am onto him, boy. You want to tell people, I'm onto him. He better do something. Don't do what? Don't do that.
You know what's mad? I actually think he's going to be the backup to Elise, and I think we'll loan out Ratsaki to get some more experience.
Yeah, I think he needs some experience.
We have 3 right wingers, all 3 of them are young, and it's crazy. Ratsaki, Malcolm, and Elise. It's mad.
So what's going on, Eduardo? Is he going to be like a striker this season, or he's going to go back to being this left winger like with Zaha and all that?
Listen, he's going to have to be a left winger if he doesn't buck up his ideas, man. Because he, like with Mateta came in, he worked hard, he earned his spot. So and Eduard's better than him, but if you're not working hard, you know what I mean. Like, and the thing is, when Mateta came in and took his chance, he took it well. Like, he was causing problems. Eduard is definitely he's the more talented, he's the more clinical striker. But I guess if you're not doing your bit, you can hold bench. So it's down to Eduard.
Vieira ain't taking no passengers, bro. He's a serious man.
Yeah, I like it. I don't care. It's kind of, what I like about it is that, yes, we signed you for 15, 16 million pounds. But if you ain't doing it, sit on the bench. Hold bench. You know? But the squad we're potentially building, boy, hey, we can challenge. We can challenge for Europe.
Yeah, y'all better stay down, Tenton down there. Don't try to come up here and take our spot, bro. We struggling already. Yeah, Bobby over here. We ain't got no room to be giving your man no spots up here in the top 10, fam. You might need to stay down there, bro. We can't be giving those spots, bro. It's not looking good. It's not looking good.
You know what's worked for us, and I think will actually work for both your clubs, is actually looking at the Championship. Serious, there is some talent in the Championship.
I mean, you say in the Championship, I believe in the French league, bro.
Oh, Ligue 1 as well. Oh my gosh. That league is going to get the respect it deserves once there's a bit more money in it.
Obviously, I was telling them on stream, I remember this, like either last season or the season before, they lost a bunch of television rights.
Yeah.
And PSG was the only main team that had all the rights.
The mainstay, yeah.
So they have to sell.
The talent coming out of Ligue 1 is crazy. It is mad. Like, because obviously PSG are clear, but from second onwards, it's a battle.
Look, Arsenal. Oh yeah, Bobby, y'all wanted it for a wild guy. He's like 12 million now. He's
he was the next best thing, isn't it?
He's like 12 million now, and look, you don't even want him no more.
It's mad.
See, that league, they have to sell. They have to sell players there.
Yeah.
They have to.
It's just, and that's what I mean. Like, don't get me wrong. Obviously, the Premier League's the most entertaining league in the world, but the reason why every other league is so far behind is just money.
It's just money.
It's just money. But talent-wise, I would say right now the French league's the best talent-wise.
Talent, yeah. They produce and they recruit proper.
It's unbelievable. You know, Ligue 1 talent-wise is probably the best league in the world, talent-wise. But obviously, regarding financial side and stuff, obviously nothing can beat the Prem. It's just the way it is at the moment. So
you got that right. There ain't nobody beating them money-wise over here.
Money-wise, no way. No one's even close. League, look, Barcelona and Real Madrid are struggling. PSG are the only one that can financially cope with.
PSG didn't cope with themselves, bro. They have all the money. They're like, yeah, we cool over here.
This is it. When you look at, like, let's say, so that's we covered La Liga, Bundesliga. It's only Bayern, and Bayern don't spend like that.
Because they're smart with it.
They've got a model and they stick to it. I don't think they've ever bought a player more than like 40 million, which is crazy.
Look at Alaba. Alaba is a good defender. He wanted 500. They're like, big man, right out. Man wanted 500. They're like, yeah, get out of here. We ain't paying that. We're not paying that. They don't do what you want. They do what they want. And if you don't want it, get out of here. 100%. I like that. Don't let these players think that, yo, you run things. No, you ain't run nothing here, big man. Get out of here.
But yeah, Bobby, sorry, you know what? I jumped in, obviously, I was just at my dad's in this. So I jumped in, and I know you wanted to talk Palace, but was there anything specific you wanted to ask?
One we actually already spoke about, which was can you compete in Europe if you do qualify?
We'll probably get knocked out first round, but it's calm. The money we'll get from it is cool. You know.
One of the questions, how long can Crystal Palace honestly be able to hold on to Patrick Vieira?
2 more seasons.
Fair enough. And this one, me and Realist did have fun with this one. Is Eze, Gay, Mitchell, and Elise destined for a bigger club?
We'll do well to keep them longer than 2 more seasons.
Yeah. 2 more seasons?
I mean, some may go before that. Like Elise, I reckon we've got 1 more season left with Elise, and he'll be gone.
Yeah, I think he is.
I think Gay will stay because he's going to be captain. Mitchell.
From what, this season? He's captain from this season?
I reckon so. Like, because Luca didn't play and he was given the armband.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think they'll make him. So they'll probably make James MacArthur club captain, but then captain on the pitch, I reckon it will be Gay. But then you never know. Listen, they're playing week in, week out. They're enjoying their football at the moment. Maybe they'll just ride it out. You just don't know. You never know.
Maybe if y'all get relegated, they just leave faster or something.
Don't talk about relegation, my G.
I mean, I just have to put it in there, just in case, y'all want to go down, just to test the waters in the championship. I don't know.
We will lose all our talented ballers. Gone.
Yeah, boy, did man. Dipping.
100%. But you know what? I'm going to give a massive shout out to Dougie Freeman because the talent we're bringing in and for next to nothing.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. The price you're paying. You ain't paying much.
No, even Decore is 17 million plus add-ons.
Yeah, I'd have him at Arsenal.
Listen, the brother can play, man.
Yeah. I don't even have to tell you what I would have him because you see what's going on with our combined DM thing we have going on there, the McFred thing.
Yeah, it's mad.
Because
I did comparison between Tillemans and Decore, and Decore come out top. He's better than Tillemans.
It's mad. It's mad. And the beautiful thing about it is, yes, I know Vieira's still gonna wanna, because we don't play like 2 DMs and a 10. We play like a 3.
Yeah.
And it's quite fluid and stuff. But the signing of Doucouré would easily just make us forget about Gallagher. And I'm not saying that Gallagher's not a good player. If he was to come back to us, I'll be so happy.
Yeah.
But Doucouré as a sitting midfield, remember, we had Kouyaté and he did well, Kouyaté. But he's just not mobile enough. To have a Doucouré would allow the likes of Eze to just be like, all right, cool. I don't even need to defend.
Yeah.
You know, and so
more license,
more license. And he's only 22. So we may end up having him for 3-4 years, and then he will be gone to one of the bigger guys for like 50, 60, 70 mil. But that's only going to benefit us. We've now put ourselves in the market as a club, as a feeder club.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you don't like this name, but your little buddies there, that's what they are, though. That's what they do, because I look at them. They are on this feeder club thing.
And you know what? It's going to have to happen, because remember, we don't have no massive owner. I mean, Texas come in and pumped a little bit of money in, but then he's also bought Botafogo and he's bought Lyon now. He's bought shares in Lyon. So
see, that's the same thing with the rights. Got Lyon on the cheap now.
Yeah, so I mean, we may be able to loan players out to Lyon. We might even be able to sign players from Lyon, which is a bit easier. But the most important thing is, like, unless we get like a proper, like what a Newcastle did or a City did, we're just going to be churning out talent and selling them off and getting a massive profit as long as we stay in the league.
Yeah.
Good for you, man. Yeah. At least you man survived, man. You all play better football. No disrespect to Hotspur, yeah, but
that's the one thing I'm the happiest about. The style of play.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where I've now even got I said, listen, Saturdays I may not play football as much. I'm getting a season ticket. It's so enjoyable to watch them play. So I've got my season ticket sorted. So
go on, Rich there. Every game now he's there.
Every home game I'm there, and obviously there's like an event and stuff. But yeah, every home game. Away games, I'll see.
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. So, Realist, shout yourself out.
Yo, y'all know to find me on Twitch, and follow me on Twitter, anything. Realist_United on everything.
Brilliant stuff. He's awesome. Rich, pick yourself up.
Yo, people, and Bobby, big up for you first and foremost for obviously jumping on with the watching us with the Women's Euros. But yeah, find me on Eagle Eyed Football, predominantly Palace content, but we cover everything. We cover everything we can and stuff. So yeah, guys, it'd be great to drop a sub. Road to 1K.
Awesome stuff. Thank you everyone for being in the comments. But right now, we are out of here. Thank you.